last question I have for you. You have another book coming out soon, The Guru Gap.
Yeah.
Right. You want to just tell me real quick what that covers and what I can look forward to reading in that?
Sure. Guru Gap subtitle is How America's Financial Gurus Are Leading You Astray and How to Get Back on Track. So this is, I'm not saying this is my magnum opus, but this is a book I've been waiting to write for a very long time. I take on the likes of Dave Ramsey, Suze Orman, Ken Fisher, Clark Howard, Ramit Sethi. And basically, the basic premise of the book is, look, these guys all have really large audiences, so they have to package their advice in one size fits all sort of format, which is not the type of advice that you need if you are looking to wring the most efficiency out of your retirement dollars. Let's face it, everybody's goal is to have their money last through life expectancy, to wring the most efficiency out of your retirement savings. The question is, does the advice that gurus give you, which excludes annuities, which excludes cash value life insurance, which in some cases calls for 100% stock portfolio through actuarial life expectancy in the case of Dave Ramsey, which includes in the case of Dave Ramsey, 8% withdrawal rates in retirement because you think you're going to get linear 12% rates of return, excludes cash value life insurance, excludes any sort of annuity, particularly if you're a follower of Ken Fisher. Will that, mathematically speaking, allow you to wring the most efficiency out of your retirement savings? And so I go through all of those different gurus and I assess their advice, and I sort of put a finer point on everything. I say, look, this is what you'll get if you adopt this particular piece of advice. This is what you could get if you adopted an approach that took account of all of the different financial tools that you have in your toolbox.
I'm excited to read that book. I think a lot of the gurus, I explain the gurus like the guy showing up to a party with like the bucket of vanilla ice cream, the 1 gallon, like the 1 gallon pail of vanilla ice cream. No one's going to be mad he's showing up with vanilla ice cream. And it's kind of hard to be upset. Like the guy showed up with ice cream still. He gave people generally what they wanted. And, some people might be able to put some different toppings on it and make it a little bit more to their liking. But it's kind of hard to offend people, and it's kind of good for the masses. But it's the plain bucket of vanilla. That is not what most people actually want, especially once they introduce their own personal preferences and appetites, right? What people really want is to know what all the flavors of Ben and Jerry's is and say, well, I like cherries and I like almonds and I like all this stuff. And, I want something that's more custom fit to me in my circumstances and my tastes and what I'm accustomed to. And that's the power of individual advice, is getting that efficiency piece to work correctly, because what they're giving is maybe 60% of a plan, but they sell it as the whole thing, right? Just do this. I will teach you to be wealthy. Well, I think you'll be taught to be wildly inefficient, and you might get there, but it's probably going to be actually more difficult than it needed to be.
Yeah, everybody loves ice cream, and vanilla's better than nothing. But how much better off could you be if you had 31 flavors, right? That maximized your happiness, if we're going to run with the analogy here, right? Yeah.
No, I like using ice cream. I think that resonates with most people. That if somebody said, let's go get ice cream, or let's go down to the grocery store and pick out some ice cream, people say, you know what, give me the big tub of plain vanilla, and what happens is, even that big plain tub, it shows up pretty fresh, but the longer it sits in your freezer and nothing's been changed to it and nothing's been updated, it just becomes an old, disgusting, freezer burned, unapplicable bucket of cream that no one really wants. And so as people get older and they really look at their retirement planning and they really look at their finances, you start finding all these inefficiencies that make huge differences to people. And so that is the power, I suppose, of individual advice. I'm really interested to read that book when it comes out.
Right. And people can get that and pre-order that on Amazon. And if you go to my website, davemcknight.com, you can input your order ID and you can get the first chapter for free.
All right.
Otherwise, you got to wait until December 10th when the book actually launches.
Well, I'm looking forward to December now for one more reason.
Folks, my upcoming book, The Guru Gap, How America's Financial Gurus Are Leading You Astray and How to Get Back on Track, is now available for pre-order on Amazon. Take the opportunity to order your copy today. By the way, in the next 10 years, I'm looking to put 100,000 Americans on the road to the 0% tax bracket. If you would like some help implementing a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement that shields you from the impact of higher taxes, head on over to davemcknight.com and click on the Connect with an Advisor button. I'm happy to refer you to an advisor in the Power Zero network that has been trained, vetted, and qualified personally by me. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to powerzero.com and opt into my free video series. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I'll respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.